Hello all, I hope you are having a fabulous day. My name is Reggie and today I will be sharing with you the new to me authors that I just fell in love with in 2016. This is part of Monthly Recommendations, a monthly recommendations group created by Trina at Between Chapters and Kayla from Kayla Rain. I will of course link their channels down below and probably in the eye. And I will link the Goodreads group down below. I absolutely love this video prompt that happens monthly, and I haven't participated in a few months, but this is such a great one, I just couldn't resist. I have 6 authors for this list, so let's just get on into it. The first one I'm going to share with you today is Maggie Stiefvater. Maggie Stiefvater is the author of the Raven Cycle as well as the Scorpio Races. She is also the author of the Wolves of Mercy Falls series, but I have not yet read that. I think I will at least give it a go, even though I hear not so great things about it, just because I love Maggie Stiefvater so much. Maggie Stiefvater has the most magical, wonderful writing. She has great storytelling, wonderful characters. I just absolutely love so much about her. And I loved the Scorpio Races, but the Raven Boys and the Raven Cycle as a series is one of my favorite things I've read this year. It's just so phenomenal, a par above. This is one of the best YA stories I think out there. It is so interesting and intriguing and unique and beautiful. The next author that I want to mention is Becky Albert Ali. Her debut book came out, I believe, last year, and that is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and I read it this year. My gosh, again, one of my favorite books I read this year. And yeah, it was her debut book, so I was only able to read this, but I'm so eagerly anticipating her next book, The Upside of Unrequited, and it comes out in spring, and I just cannot wait. Becky Albert Ali writes beautifully, but she also writes about diverse topics in a very realistic and wonderful and true way, and I absolutely adore that about her. The next author I want to talk about is Richelle Mead. I've read 4 of the 6 Vampire Academy books, and I've read nothing else by her. She is new to me this year. I've only read her books this year, and I've fallen head over heels, at least for this series. I haven't read nothing else by her, of course, but I plan to because I love the series so very much. Richelle Mead is one of those authors that just kind of surprised me so very much. So I'm looking forward to see what else she has out there. I hear mixed reviews about her other things, but first I gotta finish this series. The next author I discovered this year that I absolutely adore is Fredrik Backman. He is the author of My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry and A Man Called Uwe, both of which I've read and gave 4.5 and 5 out of 5 stars. Love them both so much. And I tabbed the shit out of it. It was truly a moving and emotional book, and they both were, and I plan on reading basically anything he's ever written because he brings me to tears so easily, but in such a moving and profound and wonderful way. My next new to me author is Robin Talley. I read As I Descended this year. This is a female Macbeth retelling and is absolutely phenomenal. I did have issues with it. I am planning on reviewing it. I will discuss those issues with it, but those issues have nothing to do with the storytelling aspect. Really has to do with me being a Shakespeare snob, basically. This book is chock full of diversity, and I hear that is something that Robin Talley brings to a lot of her books, all of her books, in fact. So I'm really excited to read more of her work, and I plan on reading previous books by her, plus she has another one coming out, I think, in January. So I'm real excited to read more Robin Talley. I just really like the way she presented diversity in this book, so I want to see how she does it in other works. And the last new to me author I want to talk about is Heather Demetrius, author of I'll Meet You There, which is one of my favorite books I've read this year. I plan on doing a review of it very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. But basically, this book touched me so incredibly much, and I loved it so very much, that immediately after I put my name on the waitlist for every book she's ever written from my library. I think my pure commitment to reading every work this woman has ever written shows you how much I love her and how much I love this book. It was just amazing. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really want you to comment down below and at least tell me one of the authors that you've read for the first time this year, whether it was a debut by them or you just read a book from them for the first time this year, and tell me who they are and what that book was in the comments down below. You should also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or if you like monthly recommendations. I'm really excited to get back into these in the coming year. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.